please remain standing for the invocation led by Dr. Greg Deloach, Dean of our School of Theology.
So let us pray. Good and loving God, yet again the day has dawned and we stand surrounded by the great cloud of witnesses of mamas and daddies, grandparents and aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters, and a cousin here or there. Commencement commences, and this season of papers, projects, presentations, portfolios, and practices comes to an appropriate end. Praise God, and do I get an amen? Professors have informed, staff have supported, administrators have shaped, President Underwood has led, but now it is time to soon, very soon, release these bears into the wild. And our prayer is that to teach, to learn, to create, to discover, to inspire, to empower, and to serve is not just a Mercer mission, but a life mission. Oh Lord, soon and very soon, diplomas will be tucked beneath arms, tassels moved right to left, unless you're a graduate student, and the wild world waits. For these bears teach, these bears transact, these bears do business, these bears heal, these bears research, these bears care, and some of these bears preach. They are ready, we are ready to engage the future that you, loving and good God, hold for each and every life. And so we lift in the name above all names, we offer this prayer with a resounding amen, amen.
Please be seated. On behalf of more than 9,000 students, 1,500 faculty and staff, 12 schools and colleges, and more than 100,000 living graduates of the university, it's my privilege to welcome you to the 2025 commencement of Mercer University here in Atlanta. Today we celebrate the achievements of students from the university's College of Pharmacy, the School of Business, the College of Education, the School of Theology, the College of Nursing, the College of Professional Advancement, and the College of Health Professions. During this, the 185th commencement of Mercer. Our large gathering reminds us that these accomplishments today did not occur without the support of others. So I invite the graduates to look around and see the best evidence yet that the road to human achievement is rarely a solitary journey. Your graduation today is possible because so many of these people believed in and cared about you. I would like to take a moment to recognize our outstanding Chief Academic Officer, Provost Scott Davis, who passed away unexpectedly in February. In honor of Dr. Davis, we've left his chair vacant here on the podium. I also want to acknowledge the significant contributions of the outstanding faculties of the university under the leadership of the deans. These faculties have provided the intellectual opportunities and persistent encouragement that have enabled you to achieve your goals. I'd like the faculties of the university to stand, and let's thank these folks. Thank you. The accomplishments of our graduates are also testimony to the vision and leadership of the men and women who have created and shaped this great university over the past 192 years. You've been empowered to accomplish your dreams and ambitions because you stand on the shoulders of generations of teachers and students and contributors and leaders who have come before you. At this time, we would like to recognize the recipient of the Joe and Jean Hendricks Excellence in Teaching Award. This award is presented annually at commencement to an outstanding teacher at Mercer University. Personal attention to students and focus on superior teaching are distinguishing characteristics of a Mercer education, and this award elevates and honors these values. This award is named after two of Mercer's greatest teachers, Dr. Joe Hendricks and his older sister, Dr. Jean Hendricks, who both are legendary at Mercer for their dedication to students and for their ability to engage students in transformative learning and discovery. This year, the Joe and Jean Hendricks Excellence in Teaching Award goes to Jordan Jody Blank from the School of Business. Jody, would you stand and be recognized? Congratulations and thank you, Jody. It's my privilege at this time to introduce Tom Bishop. Mr. Bishop is currently in his third five-year term on the Board of Trustees of the university and serves as chair of Mercer's Board of Trustees presently. He is a double Mercer Bear who earned his undergraduate degree from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences in 1982 and his Juris Doctor degree from Mercer School of Law in 1985. Please welcome the Chairman of the Board of Trustees of Mercer, Mr. Tom Bishop.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good afternoon. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, it is my privilege to welcome you to this commencement ceremony. To our graduates, congratulations. The completion of your degree is going to result in a diploma. But please know that a diploma is more than just a piece of parchment. In an increasingly digital world, it is tangible evidence of your accomplishment, your hard work, your dedication and perseverance while here at Mercer. To the parents, family, and friends who are here today, thank you for sharing this event with your graduates and for giving them your support and encouragement that's helped to make this possible. If you're a mom with a student receiving a degree today, please raise your hand. Happy Mother's Day. Your baby got a diploma. There's an old Chinese proverb which says, I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Mercer is dedicated to doing and understanding. We often say that everyone at Mercer majors in changing the world. Mercer on Mission reflects our growing presence in this world, putting skills, knowledge, creativity, and passions of our students, faculty, and staff to work, bettering the human condition on 4 continents. We look forward to your many future successes as you continue to change the world. For generations, the faculty, staff, and trustees have taken the responsibility of stewardship very seriously. When Mercer began in 1833, it was a single building in Penfield, Georgia. In the decades that followed, it became a well-respected regional college. Today, you graduate from a national research university. Many of us on this stage once sat waiting to receive our degrees from Mercer, and like most of you, we gave little thought at the moment as to who would take up the mantle of stewardship. As graduates, we are all beneficiaries of those who've gone before us, their efforts, their gift, and their commitment to our alma mater. The time will come when you will receive the call, and hopefully you will step up and assume the responsibility for shepherding Mercer's legacy in the years to come. Help us not just to preserve what Mercer is, but help us see that Mercer continues to grow in its mission and reach. It's my hope that at some day in the future, you will be sitting here as faculty, staff, and trustees of our beloved Mercer. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Tom. I want to join the chair of our board in congratulating the more than 1,300 of you here today on your achievements that this day is here to celebrate. You've been called to honorable professions in diverse fields such as healthcare, ministry, counseling, business, and teaching. Each of you is blessed with special gifts and talents. You've worked hard to be here, and I know that you will work harder in the years ahead. Regardless of the path that you chose to follow here, with your gifts and an education that has empowered you to put them to work, you'll certainly be able to sustain sustenance for your bodies. And I know you aspire to achieve great things in the years ahead. Like many of you, I felt called to a profession. In my case, it was the profession of law. As I studied history and government, I learned about great lawyers that had played important roles in shaping our country. I aspired to be like these great attorneys. I aspired to be someone that would change the world. I eventually graduated from a fine law school, clerked for a famous judge on a powerful court, joined a prominent law firm, and was appointed to a prestigious law faculty. I got to work on significant cases involving important clients, lots of money, and precedent-setting legal issues. One day, one of my law students came to see me. He asked me to represent a woman who cleaned his apartment. I didn't have people to clean my apartment when I was in school. Her husband apparently had filed for divorce. He was seeking their house and children. She couldn't afford a lawyer. I told my student I didn't want this case. I told him I didn't do divorce work. I told him that I would not take her case under any circumstances. But I did say if he brought her by my office, I'd try to point her in the right direction. This woman was smart. When she showed up at my office, she had her 3 sweet little girls with her. So much for not taking her case. When we went to trial, I cross-examined her husband, who turned out to be a really bad guy. Hearing the evidence, the court awarded sole custody of the 3 girls to their mother, my client. The court also awarded them a house which had an appraised value of $14,000. I'm pretty old, but that was not much value even in 1996 when we tried this case. It turns out the house was in a path of growth of the university where I taught. I negotiated with the university. They purchased the house for approximately $140,000. We were able to buy her a nicer house and set up a trust fund for those 3 little girls. So, although I've had some great cases, that simple divorce, which was certainly neither lucrative or legally significant, was my favorite case, and that woman who cleans houses for a living was my favorite client. At this point, it's unlikely I'll achieve my aspiration of being an historically significant lawyer like the ones I studied in college, but if you ask my favorite client, she would say that I'm a better lawyer than Abraham Lincoln, who she's probably never heard of. She would tell you in her own way that I changed her world and that of her daughters. I tell you that because I think every one of you will one day be able to tell stories like this story. Aristotle taught that happiness is achieved through living a meaningful life. Cicero agreed that happiness is not found in external goods, it's not found in wealth or power. Rather, happiness is found in living with a sense of meaning and purpose. Jesus of Nazareth agreed with these Greek and Roman thinkers. When asked by a lawyer what was required to live a full and meaningful life, a happy life, Jesus ultimately responded with the parable of the Good Samaritan. After telling this familiar parable about the Samaritan who stopped to render aid to the man beaten and robbed on the road, Jesus advised the lawyer that if he wanted to live fully and meaningfully, if he wanted to live a truly happy life, he should do like the Samaritan. So in addition to making a good living, in addition to achieving professional recognition, my prayer for you today is that you will lead full and meaningful lives, lives that will bring you joy and happiness. I pray that you will seize opportunities to accomplish great and perhaps even heroic things in the lives of those who come to you for help. My prayer is that one day you will think back on a favorite patient or student or client like I think back on my favorite client, someone whose world you changed. So congratulations on the achievements that we celebrate today. I know for each of you today truly is only the beginning. Now let's turn to awarding the degrees. Interim Dean Pamela Moy will present candidates for degrees from the College of Pharmacy.
Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences please rise and remain standing? President Underwood, these candidates have been recommended by the faculty, approved by the Board of Trustees, and I now request that you confer upon them this degree.
Upon the recommendation of the Dean and faculty of the College of Pharmacy, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University, it is my privilege to hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences. Congratulations to each of you. You may be seated.
Will the candidates for the following degrees please rise and remain standing? Master of Science in Pharmacoeconomics and Health Outcomes, Master of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences, Doctor of Pharmacy, Doctor of Philosophy. President Underwood, these candidates have been recommended by the faculty, approved by the Board of Trustees, and I now request that you confer upon them their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the Dean and faculty of the College of Pharmacy, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University, I hereby confer upon you, according to your program of study, the degrees Master of Science in Pharmacoeconomics and Health Outcomes, Master of Science in Pharmaceutical Science, Doctor of Pharmacy, and Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations to each of you. You may be seated. Dean Julie Petherbridge will now present the candidates for degrees from the Stetson Hatcher School of Business.
President Underwood, I have the honor to present the candidates for degrees from the Stetson Hatcher School of Business. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration please rise and remain standing? These candidates have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees. I now request that you confer upon them the degree Bachelor of Business Administration.
Upon the recommendation of the Dean and faculty of the Stetson Hatcher School of Business, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University, I hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Business Administration. Congratulations to each of you. You may be seated.
Will the candidates for the following degrees please rise and remain standing? Master of Accountancy, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science. These candidates have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees. I now request that you confer upon them, according to their program of study, their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the Dean and faculty of the Stetson Hatcher School of Business, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University, I hereby confer upon you, according to your program of study, the degrees Master of Accountancy, Master of Business Administration, and Master of Science. Congratulations to each of you. You may be seated. Dean Thomas Kabala will now present candidates for degrees from the Tift College of Education.
President Underwood, I have the honor to present the candidates for the degree from the Tift College of Education. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Education please rise and remain standing? These candidates have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees. I now request that you confer upon them the degree Bachelor of Science in Education.
Upon the recommendation of the Dean and faculty of the Tift College of Education, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University, I hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Science in Education. Congratulations to each of you. You may be seated.
Will the candidates for the following degrees please rise and remain standing? Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, Specialist in Education, Doctor of Philosophy. These candidates have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees. I now request that you confer upon them, according to their program of study, their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the Dean and faculty of the Tift College of Education, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University, I hereby confer upon you, according to your program of study, the degree Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, Specialist in Education, and Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations to each of you. You may be seated. Dean Greg DeLoach will now present candidates from the James and Carolyn McAfee School of Theology.
President Underwood, I have the honor to present candidates from the James and Carolyn McAfee School of Theology. Will the candidates for the following degrees please rise and remain standing? Master of Theological Studies, Master of Arts, Master of Divinity, and Doctor of Ministry. These candidates have been recommended by the faculty, approved by the Board of Trustees, and I now request that you confer upon them their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the Dean and faculty of the McAfee School of Theology, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the university, I hereby confer upon you, according to your program of study, the degree Master of Theological Studies, Master of Arts, Master of Divinity, and Doctor of Ministry. Congratulations to each of you. You may be seated. Dean Tammy Barbee will now present the candidates for degrees from the Georgia Baptist College of Nursing.
President Underwood, I have the honor to present the candidates from the Georgia Baptist College of Nursing. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing please rise and remain standing? These candidates have been recommended by the faculty, approved by the Board of Trustees, and I now request that you confer upon them the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Upon the recommendation of the Dean and faculty of the Georgia Baptist College of Nursing, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Mercer University, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Congratulations to each of you. You may be seated.
Will the candidates for the following degrees please rise and remain standing? Master of Science in Nursing. Doctor of Nursing Practice. Doctor of Philosophy.
Go ahead.
These candidates have been recommended by the faculty, approved by the Board of Trustees, and I now request that you confer upon them, according to their program of study, their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the Dean and the faculty of the Georgia Baptist College of Nursing, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the university, I hereby confer upon you, according to your program of study, the degrees Master of Science in Nursing, Doctor of Nursing Practice, and Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations to each of you. You may be seated. Dean Priscilla Danhauser will now present the candidates for degrees from the College of Professional Advancement.
President Underwood, I have the honor to present the candidates for degrees from the College of Professional Advancement. Will the candidates for the following degrees please rise and remain standing? Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science. These candidates have been recommended by the faculty, approved by the Board of Trustees, and I now request that you confer upon them their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the Dean and faculty of the College of Professional Advancement, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Mercer University, I hereby confer upon you, according to your program of study, the degree Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science. Congratulations to each of you. You may be seated.
Will the candidates for the following degrees please rise and remain standing? Master of Science, Doctor of Philosophy. These candidates have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees. I now request that you confer upon them, according to their program of study, their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the Dean and faculty of the College of Professional Advancement, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the university, I hereby confer upon you, according to your program of study, the degrees Master of Science and Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations to each of you. You may be seated. Dean Lisa Lundquist will now present the candidates for degrees from the College of Health Professions.
Will the candidates for the following degrees please rise and remain standing? Master of Medical Science, Master of Public Health, Doctor of Public Health, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Doctor of Psychology. President Underwood, these candidates have been recommended by the faculty, approved by the Board of Trustees, and I now request that you confer upon them their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the Dean and faculty of the College of Health Professions, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Mercer University, I hereby confer upon you, according to your program of study, the degree Master of Medical Science, Master of Public Health, Doctor of Public Health, Doctor of Physical Therapy, and Doctor of Psychology. Congratulations to each of you. Would all of the graduates please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the faculty, the administration, and the trustees of the university, I congratulate you on your achievements that have brought you to this important hour of recognition and commencement. This day is, by any measure, a good day. I want to remind you that the promise of learning neither began nor will it end with the advanced degree you have earned today. Learning endures, so I urge you above all else to keep learning alive. Learning will carry you into new avenues of service and professional leadership. The completion of these academic degrees, which this day celebrates, signals a new era of expectation and achievement in your personal and your professional lives. Your work and your relationships through this educational process have grown and matured by your resolve to seek knowledge, by your willingness to think independently, and by your ability to temper the power of emotion with the power of reason. We commend you today for the study, for the critical thinking, and for the intellectual understanding that these degrees certify. Our challenge to you today as you embark on your life beyond the university is to face each day with the strength to be thoughtful, with the grace to be compassionate, and the courage to engage your work with integrity and respect for one another. We congratulate you on your achievements today, and I now invite the family, teachers, and friends here assembled to join once again in saluting this graduating class of 2025. You may be seated. In a moment, we will have each graduate walk across the platform to celebrate the completion of degrees. It is what we have all gathered here to witness: your son, your daughter, your spouse, your friend walking across the platform. It is a joyous occasion. It is also one that calls for proper respect and decorum that appropriately reflects the importance of these truly major milestones in the lives of these graduates. So on behalf of the graduates and the university, I'm going to ask you to do something very difficult. Yes, very difficult. I'm going to ask you to hold your applause, to hold any other form of celebratory outburst, whether it be a whistle, a bell, a shout, or whatever your imagination has conjured up for the occasion. I want you to hold all that until all the names have been read. There are a couple of reasons for this. We have lots of graduates here today. We celebrate by calling each of their names, but we call them in somewhat rapid succession. And if you're hooping and hollering about your graduate's name, some other family is going to miss the calling of their graduate's name. So I ask you to withhold your outbursts for that reason, so that everyone can hear their graduate's name called. There's another reason, and that is we want these graduates to receive their diplomas in a setting truly befitting this significant occasion. I will promise you that I will give you plenty of opportunity for celebratory outbursts for as long as you'd like to have celebratory outbursts, but please wait until after the names have been called. Having order and decorum underscores the respect that these students have earned in completing their studies. Your cooperation in making this event a tribute to their hard work and their efforts through your quiet observance is much appreciated. A professional photographer will take both candid and posed photographs of each graduate as they walk across the stage. You are reminded that you must remain in your seats during this time. Thank you for your cooperation. Sharon Lim Harrell, Assistant Vice President for the Office of Alumni Engagement and University Special Events, will present the graduates.
Just have to walk over there. You may just have to walk over there and just kind of be the presence with these people. I'm not going to show.
I thought Owen was over there.
Yeah, just walk over there.
Okay, I got you.
Get all their things, all their note cards. Why are they not getting in? All their note cards.
Yeah, I don't know.
where the two ladies, they're supposed to get them.
Right back there. She said that's
For the College of Pharmacy, Bachelor of Science in Pharmaceutical Science, Alicia J. Adams. Felicia R. Adams. Ove D. Blackwood.
Yes, okay.
Casimir Conway. Ashley Nicole Darrington. Kyla Ellsbury. Misha Exegwu. Ilma Kararik. Jennifer Maldonado Zuniga. Ruhama Mangesha. Kara Nicole Rittenhouse. Halima Rashid Soma. For the degree, Master of Science, Tanisha Manoj Arte. Amare Ferguson. John Wynn Lee. Thompson Trevon Lee. Parth Patel. Ravith Singh Satish. Jasmine Weaver. For the degree, Doctor of Pharmacy, Jezeri M. Abru Cruz, summa cum laude. Desiree Christina Adams, magna cum laude. Orialua Ifonlua Adibajo. Vivica J. Al-Halim. Kyle O. Elvin. Logan Bennett Anderson, magna cum laude. Salih Al-Assad Askubkar, magna cum laude. Niyat Atenafu, cum laude. Joshana Ciara Austin. Jonathan Emmanuel Battle. Tatiana Ariel Belton, also receiving the Master of Public Health. Erin Ashley Bennett. Sade Alicia Blackwood, summa cum laude. Karen Body. Benjamin J. Brady. Sienna Abisola Bristol. R. Tyler Brock. Keegan J. Brothers, cum laude. Tamani Joel Brown. Ansley Clinton. Trishawn Montreal Costin, cum laude. Alyssa M. D'Angelo, summa cum laude. Rachel Alexandra Lukaski Dennison, magna cum laude. Afia S. Dodu, cum laude. Precious Exebua Adebiri. Makia Danielle Edwards. Kyla B. Agby, also receiving the Master of Science, cum laude. Nicholas Ambon. Ayodemi Temidoli Akudayo. Mia Tatiana Ellery. Oluwatoyin Genevieve Fadipe, magna cum laude. J.C. L. Goggins. Andra Omid Golsher. Lashar Andrew Grant. Nefrisha S. Grimsley. Glenessa A. Hodge, cum laude. Luke Hawley, cum laude. Katie Holland, cum laude. Brianna Huff. Kayla A. Hughes, magna cum laude. Dina Ibrahim, magna cum laude. Suraya Nurquashan Iswanto. Marticia D. Jackson, also receiving the Master of Business Administration, cum laude. Kayana Celia John, magna cum laude. Kendall R. Johnson, also receiving the Master of Public Health, summa cum laude. Yasmin Selena Johnson. Nikita Kakad, cum laude. Chris Ayam Kalu. Sapide Khalili, magna cum laude. Fauzia Khan. Lauren Nicole Lautzanheiser. Wangel Lloyd. Tanya Reza Manda, also receiving the Master of Science. Shamesha Kimjoana Martin. Zakoria K. Martin. David A. Matatov, summa cum laude. Brittany Alexandra McDaniel. Joseph Amador Merced Colon. Shankira Mikey, cum laude. Haley M. Molina. Rosemary Ngendo Mwangi, cum laude. Vida Nifor. Tuyen Tui Nguyen, also receiving the Master of Business Administration, magna cum laude. V. Ngok Phuong Nguyen, summa cum laude. Rebecca Alsa, summa cum laude. Judy Sanchez Olvera. Monica Patel, cum laude. Risha Mukesh Patel. Zinkal Patel. Adriana Ashley Elizabeth Pete, cum laude. Caleb Dion Power. Brendan Cullen. Emmanuel T. Ramasu, cum laude. Arthip Singh Rathore, also receiving the Master of Science. Brianna Ashley Rose. Emily Madison Robert, also receiving the Master of Business Administration. Courtney Ann Roy, cum laude. Alyan Said, cum laude. Jorge Luis Fernandez Santiago. Sharik Shaw, magna cum laude. Melissa L. Simmons, Master of Business Administration. Brooke Leanne Stephen, magna cum laude. Brianna Millicent Stringer, cum laude. Sandra Galil Tofik, magna cum laude. Tina Marie Tevis, magna cum laude. Anthony V. Thon, magna cum laude. Nicole Brianna Tislo, cum laude. Linda Asome Tuembwa Cordua. Kimberly Morgan Watkins. Brianna Janae Watkins, also receiving the Master of Public Health. Naja Whitfield. Parachi Williamson, also receiving the Master of Business Administration. Jamia Cachet Woods. For the degree, Doctor of Philosophy. Tanvi Carvey. Shavari Milan Shingara. Didipya Pasupuleti. Sartak Shah. Nisha Shrestha, Farzana Zerin, from the Stetson Hatcher School of Business, Bachelor of Business Administration, Tashana Chandrell Bautista, Caitlin M. Bryant, Christy Cassidy, Brianna Felicia Claiborne, cum laude, Kadiatu Dabur, Kaylin Maria Doster, Brittany Michelle Walker Fembro, Jana Glennis Fuller, magna cum laude, Sandra Garcia, Shantae Gillis Matthews, Brian E. Gonzalez, Adriana Guadalupe Gutierrez, magna cum laude, Naja Hammonds, Casey L. Harrelson, magna cum laude, Crystal Jennings, Christopher Ramon King, cum laude, Christopher West, summa cum laude, David Collins, Karis Hoagland, Sherelle Holland, Dominic Coble Demolin, Cynthia Idalia Moreno, Kelsia Mariana Smith, Akisha J. Jordan, Muhammad McDale, Mayan Nicole Udafia, Tristan Nichelle Little, Arian Lytle, Lazavian Tamarco Maddox, Shua Munching, Ryan Cortland McCoy, magna cum laude, Rebecca Lynn Moskin, Bridget Ofori, Stephanie Lizette Paez, Caitlin Ray, LaCadra Kiana Searcy, Allison DiPaolo Slaughter, summa cum laude, Dylan Richard Wellston Smith, James Elwood Stevens, cum laude, Teranikia K. Usher, Paul Pearson Wallace, summa cum laude, Robert Lee Williams III, Chrissy R. Williams, Jacinda Williams, Melinda Williams, for the degree Master of Accountancy, Afia Damali Ayotoro, Laura Jeanette Arana, Celia Valentina Ardelian, Kenneth Blackshear, Stephen Bly, Sherelle Lynn Bolton, Cortia Shanae Brown, Elena Brett Canup Cannon, Austin Childress, Nadine Collmore, Marina Kovacic, Narmin Nadil Dolani, Jose Luis Garcia Espinoza, Amy Azucena Gonzalez, Janet D. Hance, Bao Ngan Ho, Karen Marjorie Hilton, Jason Curtis Johnson, Trang Ngoc Nguyen Lee, Anika Rose Levy, DeAndre Matthews, Anna Lee McCartney, Tyler S. Middlebrooks, Lucy Mara, Uzumaka Uchekchukwu Okoli, Abiola Sadio Hodge Olivaje, Melinda Abigail Russell, Kalela Shantae Taylor, Christopher Brendan Thomas, Hyun Quang Tran, Travia Tynes, Asha Okpebitere, Trinity Aliyah Watkins, Alexis Young Johnson, Wei Ding Zhao, Carla Ariel Zoho, Ibukunoluwa Hadiza Adeleki, Shirley Ann Adorno Jesus, Oluwayenka Afolabi, Segun Gabriel Afolabi, Oyayemi Omayeli Akinreli, Syed Ahmad Mansour Mansood Ali, Kevin Alonzo, Adrian Aramburu, Tiffany Sherelle Barnwell, Natasha Marie Barrow, Nyasha Beckles, DeMonica Alexandria Bennett, Jamel Breon Benton, Bafna Bond, Jessica Bradley, Sonia Bradley Henderson, Destiny Bird, Grace Elizabeth Bird, Ariana Trinae Card Wise, Faraj Sharania, Charles Chitwood Jr., Clayton Christian, Emily Renee Clinton, Haley Nicole Cobb, Genesis Michaela Cooper, Ricardo Cordu, Rihanna Cotto, Amia K. Crawford, Kylie Morgan de la Bruniere, Christina Dana Dehaney, Christopher Julian Dunlap, Shardarius Armand Fembro, Ruhi Farida, Jacques Ferris, Erica Adrian Frank, Najalia Asanta Kotuma Gaban, Jacob Dalton Gardner, Zakiria Chanel Gibbs, Christopher August Gibson, Kimberly Monique Glover, Kenise Godfrey, Jordan Mackenzie Green, Kathleen Elizabeth Greenhall, Shamika Sophia Hall, Dahabo Hassan, Alicia Elizabeth Hernandez, Dominique Holcomb, William R. Holloman, Zainab Farazuddin Jamal, Marlene Latoya James, Sydney Lauren Jordan, Kendra Dion Johnson Albrighton, Alexandria Alexis Jones, Alexis Tamara Jones, Sonia Lazelle Jones, Gaurav Vinod Joshi, Aditya Ritesh Kanakara, Lauren Yu-Hee Kim, Michelle Annette Kimbrough, Rosalind Rice Knight, Samantha Lucille Lamon, Miles Xavier Laurie, Travis Darwin Lee, Michael Fernando Luishaw, Cara Alina Lindsay, Michael Fernando Luishel, Catherine Ann Linkner, Tasvia Mahmoud Haag, Andrew Lee Markham, Angela Diana Martinuk, Henderson Stokes McDaniel, Italia Janae Myers, Gabriel James Miller, Jafar Muhammad, Ziabatu Sohebali Momin, Damisha S. Moore, Ethan D. Morris, Sangul Lamedi Mugvagha, Jenny Nguyen Do, David Kudawashe Nkomo, Cyril Emeka Nonjoku, Owen Kansola Ayomeni Okusanya, Charles Michael Osborne, Alexandria Michelle Owens, Pooja Narendra Patel, Brianna Monique Payne, Vanette Monique Pete Leopard, Cindy Johanna Perez, Saad Rafi, Jatam Monai Rawlings, Matheus Corteletti Rapanzo, Stephen Resley, Dalton Che Reyna, Aidan Carl Reynolds, Rachel Elizabeth Rippon, Tracy Russell Gonzalez, Arely Saucedo Diaz, Tara Sharm, Mandua Simpson, Chelsea Scott Sistrunk, Sydney Jesse Smith, Deja Smith, Matthew Jackson Smith, Yashika Smith, Shakima Springfield, Tiffany Renee Standard, Kadari Stevens, Kimar Stewart, Matthew S. Strickland, Ruhina Sultana, Alicia Amel Surani, Alexandra Michelle Swinson, Victory Lynn Thomas, An Nguyen Phuong Tran, also receiving the Master of Accountancy. Bhakti Trivedi. Caleb Hunter Troop Clear. When the name pretty hard. Daria Tanisha Turner. Antoinette Sharita Walker. Patrice V. Watkins. Jordan Keith West. Natalie Elizabeth West. DeAndre Keshawn Williams. Michaela Brooke Winter. Richard Wong. Brittany Alicia Wright. Maria Victoria Woolard. Zua Zhao. For the degree, Master of Science. Venkata Pravalika Adusumili. Atik Al-Amin. Mazan Al-Hafar. Shusmita Aluri. Veera Venkata Usha Kiran Anasuri. Anmol Kao Anjala. Orialua Oluwadi Milola Atopatale. Fautamata Binta Baldi. Derika Ramesh Bandela. Zuriel Nquain Besson. Sruta Kurti Bakavatula. Exauci Itate Bokanya. Sharon Nancy Burgula. Janavi Chaka. Rahila Sharanya. Sai Siva Dikshita Chitajalu. Neha Chowki. Aliyah S. Cooper Frazier. Sri Nikita Desati. Trilok Danekula. Ajit Doda. Srikant God Durgam. Priya Bhavana Varada Narayani Dwaram. Andrew Prem Robert Erpula. Amisha Sultan Gadia. Shekhar Viraj Gajakosh. Prabhu Shankar Gandasi Virupaksha. Sanjana Gaganshari. Rivath Radi Garalpati. Tekla N. Lizette Hammond. Ashley Simone Harrison. Deep Giant Iluri. Arun Babu Indupali. Rahul Shankar Iye. Alekia Mamila. Banu Chandra Sai Prakash Madadapu. Anvesh Jupudi. Vishnu Vinith Kacha. Santosh Sai Kadudula. Naga Nanda Kanbampati. Sase Kumar Karumuri. Ajay Kata. Sairam Sravan Kavala. Drashti Badaptai Katra. Ashley Nicole Kimball. Neha Raja Kolakaluri. Lokesh Kolaparty. Satvik Reddy Komiri. Aditi Kopula. Rohiti Sai Kotapali. Himath Kumar Kotapali. Sayuri Vilas Kulkarni. Inda Kumar Kumari Suguru. Jun Ming Lee. Vanu Lupna. Nud Kwang Lee. Shravan Kumar Manchikatla. Nicholas Kash Mangru. Pradeep Ridoy Maredi. Syed Ali Zuhair Mehdi. Dija Naveh Middleton. Kaylin Devon Morris. Mujtaba Nadeem. Shrika Varma Nadipali. Shri Sandeep Nila. San Ngok Nyen Nguyen. Jairo Andres Onate Barrios. Teksha Reddy Panala. Kibom Joshua Park. Dhruviban Manojkumar Patel. Sahil Patel. Alicia Ayub Khan Pratan. Pavan Paturi. Manzoor Morshed Patwari. Kadayan George Pert. Krishna Chaitanya Pichara. Ruthwik Reddy Ponduri. John Paul Madhu. Siddharth Palapali. Jarvis Atwan Pryor. Bimeshwar Poonam. Gotham Puram. Terakuma Premal. Mohammed Bahudin Karashi Abdallah. Harashan Raghavanda Ramesh. Sai Vashinhar Reddy Salah. Krisha Jayesh Shah. Farzana Firdaus Sheikh. Vikas Sharma. Akansha Singh. Raminda Singh. Stephen D. Smith. Vignan Sodha. Shakila Solomon Ryan. Kiani Charmaine Spearman. Nagarjuna Reddy Strigapu. Joyce Raj Pranaya Taluri. Ramya Sri Tamiseti. Alekia Tadakamala. Pratiksha Bhavik Thakur. Rajavini Tiruvindula. Akansha Vijay Vaisanav. Vanga Srinam Reddy. Annie Sylvia Variganji. Shravani Vemula. Tan Tan Wien Vo. Clavia Coretta Waite. Zachary Wallace. Ashley Ann Waters. Emmanuel Osamba Wadito. Jalen Alexander White. Kriti Yadav. Narendra Babu Yalampali. Shiva Sai Kumar Reddy Yatam. Shiva Siddharth Yadla. Okay, education. How's he drinking? I'm the one who's talking. From the 10th College of Education, Bachelor of Science in Education, Annabelle Lizette Adams, cum laude. Donetta Lakeisha Alford. Courtney Elaine Anderson. Angie Belgrave. Patricia D. Bordeaux. Vontresia Monique Carrington. Margaret Eileen Carroll. Amber Brianna Cheffin. Emily Ann Colvin. Takesha Shalid Zachary Croft. Sean Marie Claire Ronnie Davis, magna cum laude. Lavonia Denmark. Jessica Lynn Diaz, cum laude. Lisa Michelle Hidalgo. Leila Brianne Eubanks. Nakia Tiana Flewellen Snipe. Victoria Monique Hayes. Lazaria Howard. Sandra T. Giles. Jasmine Mary Alice Jones. Renata LaShawn Kelly. LaTarsha Kent. Melissa Ann Little. Stacy O. Lewison Robertson. Danielle Nicole Lovelace. Crystal Michelle Lowry. Nicole Mangum. Leanne Matthews. Gabrielle Ladisa McCoy. Zachary David Merlin. Leonore Mosley cum laude. Tawana Monique Murphy. Samantha Genesis Pino, magna cum laude. Andrea Valerie Ramirez Bernal, cum laude. Stephanie Sentinella, summa cum laude. Quenisha Stiles Smith. Teresa Smith. Shamir Tanara Townsend. Shara Miesha Troutman. Emily Marie Vincent, magna cum laude. Alexandria R. Watkins. Glennis M. Williams Cutts. Brianna Nicole Willis. Gerard. Yes, thank you. Elizabeth Wofford Gerard. Ramona Leona Worth. Monique Yvette Young. For the degree, Master of Arts in Teaching, Julie Brianna Marie Bellew. Lakila Renee Bankston. Shanice Sherelle Barlow. Beth Ann Bly. Natosha Bonner. Davia Joy Boston. Asiana Bowles. Taylor Rosalind Boyd. Christina O. Brown. Jeremita Arlene Bird. Charles L. Cable. Dana Carly Anderson. Tanisha Nicole Kinney Lavelle Carroll. Tamidra Sheree Chambers. Andrea Coleman. Donna Dean. Dadrian Amanda Donaldson. Kira Noel Colston. Cheyenne Katia DaCosta. Evan Clayton Davis. Pamela Nicole Davis. Artanza Janae Denson. Kenton Charles Edwards. Tina Marie Epps Myers. Balina Felix. Alexandra Andre Fidelia. Jacqueline E. Forty. Tiffany Fortner. Jeff Franklin. Tasia Brazier Garrett. Gabriela Lisbeth Cacho Granda. Elliot Lucas Gray. Cora Hughes Greer. Taryn Gregg. Kara Greer. Jenna Sage Grossman. Carlene Danae Guy. Karen LaShawn Hall. Brittany Danielle Hamilton. Elise Nicole Hartley. Micah Howell. Patient Igbenije. Jade Alexandria Irby. Erin Hill Jackson. Taisha S. Jackson. Stephanie Elizabeth Jacobs. Lakeisha Chanel James. Demesia Annette Jenkins. Faith Lynette Jenkins. Nicole Patrice Jenkins. Chevelle C. Johnson. Kayla Noel Johnson. Takaya Renee Carr. Joy Juhee Kim. Darrell Louise Leach. Marielle Rose Lewis. Chantel Lee Ann Mack. Sherry K. Makulinski. Jasmine Lores Macomb. Fatima Shahid Malik. Morgan Michelle Mayo. Tyreka McCullen Dowdle. Tiara L. Meeks. Taylor Moon. Daisha Lene Muhammad. Carolina Owens. Marisa Suzette Parks. Jennifer Monroe Parlier. Maria Philippe Pari. Danielle Poxfon. Belkis R. Paulino, Brianna Marie Pettis, Tiffany Dion Philpott, Janice Elaine Randall, Shalisa Reese Bussey, Robert L. Reynolds, Madeline Ritva Rooks, Danielle Mashawn Ruffin, Mary Catherine Shamotu, Adrian L. Starks Sears, Aaliyah Shachter Gregg, Haywan Rebecca Sim, Felicia Smalls, Erica Patricia Sorto, Marie Ann Stanford, Joel Strawberry, Tanisha Chantrice Streeter, Tanya Chanel Ton, Elandria Elaine Thurman, Peyton Catherine Tuelk, Jasmine Tyner, Bianca D. Tate, Ariel Wade, China Chanel Waldorf, Brianna Elizabeth Ward, Corinthia Shanquez Watkins, Kwamisha Corinthia Shaquez Watkins, Kendra Tashawn Williams, Selena Lawana Williams, Ashley Danielle Wood. For the degree Master of Education, Ashanti Anderson, Ruhi Barde, Tamika L. Barnes, Darian Leonard Beal, Eric Marquise Brown, Alicia Y. Bluford, Attila Nassel Brookshire, Ebony Michelle Brown, Virginia Marie Browning, Shaniki Brown Reeves, Lindley C. Bryan, Todd McCall Burke, Catrice Bird Pippins, Danelle Marie Chamberlain, Jasmine Michaela Clay, Deidre Champion Cloud, Jadana Rose Cooper, Emily Reagan Delbry, Laren R. Dennis, Hong Dan, Megan Drum, Julie Catherine Donovan, Joy Sarah Edwards, Mary Elizabeth Ewing, Victoria Elizabeth Fletcher, Danielle Dolores Flournoy, Jalise Marie Flocas, Zari Kiana Elliott Ford, Horace Frazier, Marcel Darrell Gardner Spades, Corey W. Gear, Alexandria Nicole Gladney, Morgan Alexis Gockel, Shavonda Galat. Shavonda Golat. Janae Amber Gooden. Franklin Edward Goodwin Jr. Yashika Sharon Grace. Diane Elizabeth Grant. Eric Denard Hall. Maisha Janae Harris. James Roy Hatter. Sophia Marie Hill. Nicole Marie Hinton. Nicole Marie Hopkins. Jasmine Horton. Gretchen Dawn Irons. Justin D. Jackson. Shatizia Maitaz Jackson. Ada E. Jacobs. Kathy J. Zazinka. Tiara Johnson. Dana Rochelle Jones. Devin Rashard Jones. Javon Jones. Demarcus Devon Lamar. Melody Love Lee. Vachelle Lachey Lewis. Jamal W. Liverpool. Salev Izama. Mary Lynn Maddox. Danielle Medzek. Rukaya Shabazz MacArthur. Stephanie K. McIntosh Evans. Jessica Meditz. Karen Mesa. Ebony Latoy Moore. Shalisha L. Moore Brooks. Beverly Morris. Makara Brianna Nesh. Shivangi Padi. Michelle Ann Parham. Kenyatta Letitia Phillips. Tony Daya Phillips. Fonda R. Paul. Brittany Danielle Reynolds. Lorna D. Ricketts. Shedrick Terran Risper. Camille Nicole Roberts. Ebony Siobhan Robinson. Katara Tion Scott. Jessica Nicole Screen. Angelique Carter Sharp. Vani Chantal Shaw. Janine Nicole Small. Erin Nicole Smith. Shira C. Smith Frazier. Leontine Henderson Snell. Sharon R. Sutherland. Lisa Sturgis. Wallace Tardy. Sally Elizabeth Carroll Taylor. Grace Ann Testa. Ruben Divaka Titla. Donna Alexandra Thomas. Nichelle L. Thomas. Kenneth Michael Weaver. Elizabeth R. Williams. For the degree Specialist in Education, Shantae Marie Anderson. Unica Russell Ayers. Latoya Rachilva Benjamin Thompson. Monique Bryant. Ruthie Kevney Bird. Nicole Lorraine Cole. Robert Michael Dickens. Quinn Ellis. Vincent C. Evans. Brenda Lynn Everson. Doville Fitzgerald. Leslie Diane Ford. Dawn Marie Fox. Kendra M. Graham. Dorian McKell Gunter. Mecca Handy. Karen Harrington. Joy Harris. Stacy Reed Hocott. Jacqueline Hunter. Courtney Darrell Johnson. Rochelle D. Kaiser. Tyree Rashad Lassiter. Catherine Eleonora Wilson Watson Lawrence. Rhonda Lachey Miller. Stephanie A. Porter. Chadwick Lamont Presley. Latoya Shannon. Francis Renee Thomas. Atia Naima Thompson. Lori Elizabeth Shawn. Sarah Alexandra Vasquez. Giannis Ariel Vaughn. Monica Kimbrough Ward. Shanika Chandria Wells. Kenneth L. Williams II. Nadira Young. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Fayetta Marie Banks. Scott David Bassett. Briandra Renita Bell. Emmanuel Y. Blaine. Erica Lynn Britton. Casey S. Christensen. Christine Ann Gard. Jessica Melinda Jang. Stephanie Brady Moore. Amanda Marie Price. James Chadwick Ross. Janine Lajette Sutton. Daniel Stephen Tanner. Mai Brazel Tran. Tiffany Hammonds Woodley. Leslie Ann Widener. From the McAfee School of Theology, Master of Arts, Charles Elliott Davis. For the degree Master of Divinity, Brianna Rose Daly. Jennifer Dunlap Doherty. Patricia Lynn Etheridge. Adrian Wright Gowens. Brian Allen Scherner, Caroline Serge Walls, Michael Brian Will, Brittany Nicole Zenders. For the degree, Doctor of Ministry, Yamale Martine Barnett, William Kyle Boyer, Jeffrey Scott Howard. From the Georgia Baptist College of Nursing, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Favo Toluwanimi Adebayo, Kushi Amin, Emily Page Archer, cum laude, Sophia Ray Barfield, cum laude, Samantha Beal, Nicole Rebecca Byrne, Brianna Latavia Brown, Sophie S. Seltzer, Kennedy Jordan Charles, Han Jun Chung, Jacqueline Amy Cisneros, Erin Elise Cofield, Anna Christian Coward, Cedric Maceo Daphne, Danica Kamali Descent, Nicole Christine Dominguez, Clayshawn Latrice Fambro, Max Robert Flip, Alondra Isabella Froland, Gabrielle S. Gardner, Akasha Monet Green, Jamori Malia Griffin, Jennifer Guerra, Summer Michael Hawkins, Tanisha Chanel Hurd, Handley Holmes, Arizu Hosseini Torsizi, Hari Simone Howard, Nikuru Tochi Ibanime, Jasmine Lena Jose, Avishan Faranaz Kamari, Meridian Carmel Cannell, Raquela D.S. King, magna cum laude, Anna Marie Kulaga, cum laude, Edith Clay Wanjiru Korea, Savannah Grace Lambert, Grace Lee, Joan Faith Lebong, Sydney Grace Logan, summa cum laude, Jessica Celeste Marshall, cum laude, Giovanna Cristina Martinez, Gabrielle Alicia McBean, Melina Grace McKenzie, summa cum laude, Jasmine Elizabeth Moore, Hong Auntie Nguyen, cum laude, Min Yen Nguyen, Ariana Ntumba, Ijeoma Ogechi Nwangwi, Alexis Oyenkansola Oladipo, Taylor Oliviers, cum laude. Emma Cassidy Ostrander, summa cum laude. Nilaji Sandeep Patel. Shruti Shetan Patel. Stephanie Polayo Angarica. Ashlyn Reed. Sydney Alexandra Rice. Jada Christine Robinson. Nadia Victoria Pierce Rucker. Tracy Sam. Samantha Brooke Schaefer. Junasia Nakari Sadiq. Jaden Nicole Sipe. Jamie Elise Smith, summa cum laude. Miles Douglas Telly, cum laude. Cyan Chanel Taylor. Jacqueline Nadine Tesney. DeKayla Tashelle Thornton. Emily Lee Tuan. Delana Tyson. Delana Tyson. Jessica Debbie Elise. Alexia Vega Munoz. Megan Mallory Vieira Peng, cum laude. Isabel Cristina Vilsmel Montiel. Kendall Nicole Wade, summa cum laude. Brittany Michelle Wallace. Mary Catherine Yokel. For the degree Master of Science in Nursing, Alondra Marielle Hodges Irizarry. Atoya K. Elaine Hughes. Diamond Marie Sorao Bankston. Destiny Stevens. For the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice, Samuel Douglas Bennett. Megan Nicole Desher. Emerald Renee Glass. Marquez McGarrett Reed. Shavani Smith. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Angie C. King. From the College of Professional Advancement, Bachelor of Arts. Kimberly Gregory Bell. Stacy Lynn Calvin, cum laude. Brianne Malaysia Frame. Cherish Marie McDonald, cum laude. Kimberly A. Moore. Latoya Shanice Moore. Alicia Mackenzie Sims, summa cum laude. Kiani Rhea Vance. Walter Lewis White, Jr. For the degree Bachelor of Science, Gislyn Ithiela Alcantara. Nana Konadu Amoako. Zaria Simone Anderson. Tamitope Angel Balagoon, cum laude. Lennox Abigail Bell, magna cum laude. Ashley Taylor Bennett, cum laude. Cam Alana Bruckheimer. Skylar Morgan Bridges. Christopher Birch. Deja Burr. Nicole Ashley Canada. Jillian Lizmary Carr. Hanisha Renee Copeland. Essie Colwell, summa cum laude. Jamie Ford Cruz, cum laude. Layla Cunningham. Nicole Marie de la Concha Nazario, summa cum laude. Rhonda Ladra Dunson, cum laude. Malachi Alexander Evans. Rachel B. Floyd, cum laude. Dwayne Cam Ford. Antonine Georges. Tina Green. Alden Cole Hanson Elliott. Brandy Christina Hardy Moreland. Creston Harper. Caitlin Ray Herring. Alexis Monique Hill. Wanda Jean Hill Sandifer. Sarah Antoinette Holmes, cum laude. Mia Hopkins. Alexandria Lee Hughes. Matthew Earl Husted. Brianne Ingram. Zachary Blake Jackson, magna cum laude. Casey Lee James, cum laude. Alicia Denise Jefferson. Amber Langford. Cecilia Sofia Maldonado. Christina Martin. McCowan Jawan McGarra. Joy Leanne McGee. Kalia McKenzie. Gerald Lynn Miles. Victoria Michelle Nolan. Gabriel S. Gardner. Charles A. Norris, magna cum laude. Devin O'Neill. Sumaya Osman. Queen Kiara Pickett. Mikesha Nicole Prather. Damian Prejean. Samuel William Provost, cum laude. Paula Ramirez Oviedo. Danine Maria Robinson. Tamiria Robinson, cum laude. Laith Roman. Latji Akil Ruffin, magna cum laude. Luz Karine St. Louis. Tamir Salmons. Michael David Siebert II. Taylor Smith. Naima Jalika Stokes. Abigail Azriel Taif. Andruana Ahalana Jontea Taylor. Kalisha Renine Taylor. Ricky Lynn Thomas. Letitia L. Ozell. Catherine Waterhouse, magna cum laude. Cyan M. Whitehead. Brittany Young, cum laude. Caitlin Ann Young, summa cum laude. For the degree Master of Science, Riley Amelia Abernathy. Tamia Kamani Adams. Jordan Broadway Alderman. Akira Nzinga Ellen. Yolanda Renee Wilson Alston. Caitlin Anders. Lizette Arias. Deltra Renee Arroyo. Jadlyn Askew. Davisha Ann Baldwin. Tiara Shania Benton. Jenny Lou Browning. Monica Shaniqua Burton Ritchie. Jessica Ann Catchpole. Thomas Alton Cox IV. Makari Nzinga Craig. Chanel Lynn Davenport. Kiana S. Davis. Mollis Demir. Marie Christine Dorsey. Destiny Andrea Durant. Bianca Memorial Easley. Joshua Fernandez. Naomi Fairville. Yasela Yaneth Flores Herrera. Rochelle Marie Francois. Precious Foch. Savasia Imani Gladden. Corey Glaze. Statisha Jean Gresham. Rakina L. Hall. Keltronicus Delashay Henderson. Crystal Yvonne Hightower. Shannon D. Hill. Virginia Gail Hines Thomas. Madison Elizabeth Holliday. Melinda Horton. Kimberly Dawn Howell. Rita Saha Hussein. Arden James. Ariel C. Johnson. Candace Lynn Johnson. Jalen Javon Johnson. Kyle L. Johnson. Andrew Jung. Sumaya Khalib. John Mitchell Keem. Kayla Ron Kate. Marquise Jennifer Lamothe Williams. Ryan Avery Langston. Lauren Filson Lapidus. Kyra Monchel Lawson. Malaysia Lewis. Andrada Pearl Leger. Justin Taylor Lillis. Maya Denise Long. Jocelyn Monique Mayes Smith. Brooke Burgess McAfee. Antoinette McCall. Dara McLeod. John Kenneth McCord. Latasma Sharon McGee. Zidla Mejia. Rodina Mycord, Maya Alexandria Morgan, Olivia Victoria Morris, Shavarius A. Morris, Katie Rose Malazzi, Kamani A. Mullings, Mercy Mwenwa Muti, T. Howell Ogletree, Destiny E. Okonwo, Precious Nkechi Okoro, Michelle Okoye, Kimberly Megan Mims Pendragon, Erica Sarah Prante, Iman Ava Pavel, Ashley Nicole Rachel, Ansley Lynn Rosamilia, Camille Marie Roti, Shavictor Chaville Roja, Chantel Dominique Scoville, Bailey Rain Sexton, Danielle Nicole Shook, Randall Omar Sion Johnson, Ryan Lane Sokolowski, Oluwasem Shubalade, Courtney Alante Suggs, Jara Rachel Tavares Torres, Morgan Janice Taylor, Alexander William Thompson, Melania Lachey Tucker, Asia M. Turner, Gabriel Elizabeth Usalis, Mary Taylor Fiker, Garen Maurice Walker, Holland Grace Wisma, Joshua Robert William, Talia Williams, Jalen Devon Wilson, Jasmine Renee Wood, Taylor Wright. For the degree, Doctor of Philosophy, Jennifer Nicole Backman, Shakenya Catrice Birch, Joshua Dale Gebhardt, Jessica Zoe Huggins Lau, Michelle Schlafman, from the College of Health Professions, Master of Medical Science, Elson Paige Barfield, Savannah Lee Barr, Julianne Rebecca Blackburn, Kirsten Lynn Boss, Isaiah Antonio Boyd, Liliana Kathleen Boyd, Graham Grace Bryant, Clarence Worth Calhoun IV, Chris Marl Mahinan Kapili, Emma Grace Carroll, Anastasia Yovina Shakaranda, Abigail L. Cottrell, Priyanka Duvey, Victoria Milane Deason, Mara S. Detrani, Mary Catherine Finelli, Samantha Forestier Flournoy, Josie Nicole Francis, Allie Nicole Freeman, Mitchell John Gavial, Riley Marie Gillis, Iva Dmitrik Glovton, Thomas J. Hardy, Eliza Grace Harris, Emily Marie Haugen, Amanda Hawk, Unisha Lakshmi Jayachandran, Bridget Ann Jones, Sydney Alisa Kaler, Jason Donghuan Kim, Megan Elizabeth Klink, Kristen Ara Cole, Lillian Kendall Kulik, Michelle Kong, Brenda T. Lai, Elizabeth Josephine Lau, Summer Leon Lindsay, Daniel John Loicky, Rachel Noel Maxwell, Mariah Josette Maynor, Tao Mino, Amari Janae Oliver, Hunter Breen Ottinger, Morgan Elise Palasti, Lance Tyler Parks, Roma Dasit Patel, Caroline Salon Prengen, Ensley Rose Rongel, Emma Nicole Roby, Alec Garston Scott, Kaylee Marie Sexton, Megan Beth Simon, Carrie E. Slaughter, Madison Ann Smeaton, Jolie Alyssa Smith, Samantha Elizabeth Smith, Brittany Marie Stento, Lydia McGinnis Sunday, Alexandria I. Swanson, Rosalind May Talbert, Sophia Audrey Touchstone, Ron C. Watkins, Hannah Lee Wheeler, Catherine Caroline Winchester, Jessie Tejeda Wright. For the degree Master of Public Health, Oreluwa Mabel Alatiyonbo, Jacqueline M. Anglin, Sadia Banishetti, Tony S. Barber, Stevie Ann M. Bertram, Zachary Markham Brammer, Yoshina Colbert Bradford, Sarah Usman Gandhi, Kamaria Ann Glover, Damilola Nathan Luoye, John Taimu Mami, Sierra M. Martin, Emily Ogbodo, Gloria Elizabeth Abidon Ogyonwo, Erin Whitney Ratliff, Nishanti K. Ross, Namisa Lorna Sese, Gabriela Social Solis, Alexandria Gabriel Steinhauer, for the degree Doctor of Public Health, Sophia Ayantunji Adekbola, Brian Darrell Bailey, Idalis K. Boyd, Tony Sage Carson, Samantha Lindsay Corral Solar, Monique A. Fleckcloth Drake, Joy Knight Harris, Sabia A. Hussein, Jana M. James, Jasmine J. Joyner, Janisa April Licorice, Kelly Simone Marion, Fardosa Y. Noor, Justina Atwoa Omari, Tori Armand Ponson, Sonia C. Semelas, Dakira Tane Smith Ireland, Jacqueline Witt Stotts, Christine Lam Vo, for the degree Doctor of Physical Therapy, Moyanlua Olwatoyosi Adesinasi, Elizabeth Drew Boyette Craven, Caroline Elaine Chapman, Jackie Ann Coates, Kelsey Braden Davis, J. Anthony DeBacco, Sarah Elizabeth Gunter Doss, Sarah K. Duff, Victoria Joy Gio, Kennedy Clay Hardeman, Alexandra Noel Hauser, Ava Carol Jekyll, Daniel Adam Casper, Elliot D. Kim, Mackenzie L. Kuhn, Colin Christopher Lambert, Caitlin Bolden LeBlanc, Chloe Leiby, Taylor Augusta McDermott, Micah Lee Messer, Stephen Anthony Messer, Rachel Ann Nichols, Kayla O'Connor, Vanita Patel, Jake Harris Peljovich, Hunter William Rayleigh, Walid Muhammad Sabah, Naidu Suhovic, Luke Schrader, Elizabeth Day Stone, Leo Swagger, Jordan Edward Wales, Vincent Lewis Watkins, Sidney B. Whitenhouse, Benjamin David Wynn, For the degree Doctor of Psychology, Brittany Ariana Borzillo, Miranda Elise Colgrove, Sarah Grace Dowda, Jacoby Marquette Felton, Taylor Ashton Figueroa, Aliyah Chantel Green, Victoria Lauren Hatchett, Madeline Ann Close, Judith Oyinchekwu Ogbu, Millicent Fenizi, Amani Suzanne Rabbi, Eileen Gibson Robertson, Angel Lavette Skandrick, Caroline Emery Stahl. Ladies and gentlemen, our last graduate for this evening, Emily Sakamoto.
All right, would all the graduates please stand one more time? Let's congratulate them once again. Dr. Penny Elkins will now welcome you to the Alumni Association.
Thank you, President Underwood. On behalf of the Office of University Advancement and Alumni Engagement and the entire Mercer University community, as a very proud double bear myself, I love it. It gives me great pleasure to be one of the first to congratulate you on your achievements that have led to this day. You alumni, you graduates are joining an amazing group of Mercerians who are alumni, nearly 100,000 Mercerians in this world who are living and working and changing the world in all 50 states and over 100 countries. We are so proud of all of our Mercerians. There are numbers of them, many leaders and professionals. Mercerians like the Honorable Griffin B. Bell, who is the 72nd Attorney General of the United States, or the Honorable Michael P. Boggs, the immediate past Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Georgia, or another double bear whose name you might recognize, former Governor Nathan Deal. Speaking of double bears, I already told you I was one. We're proud of all of our bears, whether you have one degree or a myriad of degrees. How many double bears are out there now that, oh my goodness, wow. I love that. Okay, someone saw me in the hallway and said, this makes my third degree. Where are you? Let me see if you're three. There you are, I see you. 3 degrees from Mercer, unbelievable. Okay, I'm going to ask this question. Are there any quadruple bears out there? Meaning 4 degrees? I love that. Okay, we can aspire to that. Okay, I love that. We're proud of every single Mercerian, and we want you, as members of the Alumni Association, which I'm about to induct you into, to be active, and that means you are engaging in social media, you are working in geographic areas in support of the institution through various alumni engagements. You're coming to the Macon campus for homecoming, and you're giving of your gifts and talents. So here we go. It is my great pleasure to officially induct you each as the newest members of the Mercer University Alumni Association, with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities which accompany this membership. We are so proud to continue to call you Mercerians. Now we can cheer for them. All right, Mercerians, I mentioned that I want you to engage in social media, so this is your opportunity. I just did a test run. We're going to post a video on all of the Mercer University alumni channels, social media channels. So when I say go, I'm going to start right here, and we're going to do a quick video of the graduates, and it will be posted this afternoon. All right, don't embarrass me. You ready? You got to act very excited. All right, you ready? Just say go Bears, keep saying go Bears, those kinds of things. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! That's fantastic. Congratulations to each of you, the newest members of Mercer University's Alumni Association.
All right, would you all rise at this time for our benediction? Congratulations once again, a great celebration. Kelly Appel, our Senior Vice President for Strategic Initiatives, will offer the benediction. After the benediction, please remain in place until after the academic recessional. Thank you all.
As we leave here, may we be thankful for the individual gifts and talents that we have celebrated here today, and may God bless these graduates as they find new journeys to travel, and may their days be filled with discovery and gratitude. May they be showered with blessings, and more importantly, may they each be a blessing to others. And may God's peace surround us all as we leave this place. Amen.